are you like, I'm surprised by what people are willing to watch. Like, if I go on, I think this I'm trying to narrow. I would probably narrow it down to like, my experience is mostly on YouTube, where like, sometimes I'm just surprised by the number of views. Let's say, I think there is this YouTube channel of somebody giving driving lessons, and and it's just a commentary on, how to drive. I would
Yeah,
not expect that video to do like extremely well, but the views are in the millions, in the multi millions. And maybe, like slight pornographic videos, where like videos of a woman just, you know cleaning her room. I'm not even kidding. Like, a woman just cleaning her room, and that will have views in the millions. That's obviously slightly pornographic, but because yeah, but even then, I would not assume it to be so popular. And you can think of your own examples, and but
yeah.
are you kind of surprised by that? Where um, like, before the advent of YouTube, if somebody would have asked me, if somebody would have met me on the road and just asked a random question, like, if this is the idea that, I will make a video of me driving, and I will just give commentary on how to drive, would that be popular? I would probably say no. So it's very surprising to me that, we live in an age where all this is so popular. Are you surprised by it, or is it just my lack of imagination that leads me to that?
I'm not surprised, and I am. I think it. One of the things about YouTube is, I think YouTube probably even more than TikTok is it just becomes a place where where it's sort of renowned that you can find pretty much anything. And I think this is part of the vagaries and the problems of, discussing culture, because it even these industries, even the biggest media giants can't always calculate what people are going to want to see. They release films that they spend millions of dollars on, and no one is interested, even though they've got the right stars, the right script writers, everything, and they've done all the promotion, and then no one cares. The history of the record industry, it's one of the worst in terms of its success rate, which is why the contracts are written so that the performers bear the burden of the costs, not the industry. Otherwise, it just couldn't survive. Uh, so I think there is this sense of, even with all the market research and all the expertise out there, we never can entirely predict what people are going to watch. And I'm surprised by some of the things that I see people watching on YouTube. I have a 6-year-old, and he's really interested in origami videos, which are obviously popular enough that they came up on an algorithm when he was looking, that then it would captivate his eyes. Uh, the driving videos sort of reminds me as well of that early reality show in England, Driving School, where why did everyone want to watch people learning to drive and people failing their driving tests or passing them? Uh, I think there is this quality of ordinariness, uh, and also bizarreness in that even with the algorithms, no one can really predict what we're going to want to watch. And now we have opened the floodgates. There's just going to be more of that content that no one would think of to make, but for whatever reason, people watch it. I think the cleaning house one, I can understand that more in terms of the idea of the vicarious pleasures of watching something that you shouldn't be seeing, even if it's only very softly that way. There's a salaciousness, and I'm sure the people cleaning are people who are pleasant for people to look at. So that I can understand. Driving, origami videos, some of the other things I've seen with millions of views, just it's mind-boggling. But I think also it speaks to other ways in which people are trying to get a piece of this sort of world where there's attention to be had, and they are trying to just harness it. And if they don't have the looks to be a TikTok dancer, they may have the skills on a video game. This is the other thing I was baffled by when I discovered it existed. The video game Instagrams, not Instagram, YouTube. So people are watching people playing video games, uh, or the people who unbox toys. That a huge genre from a few years ago.